gone about it differently, and they have had this, the almost load management of baseball that they have worked with him a little bit. The thing I would say is that the guy is so dynamic. If you watch him this year, you have seen a guy that has done all of the little things that comes with being a superstar in the game. It's not that he wouldn't do that before, but it wouldn't occur to him to do that before. I think he's actively trying to become that.
Check out Canty and Carlin, weekdays on ESPN Radio and on ESPN Plus.
The 2022 MLS All-Star Game, live from the Twin Cities.
MLS All-Star Game is underway.
MLS All-Stars versus Mexico Liga MX All-Stars.
Big tackle to hold it in there, and Chicharito!
Best versus best.
Funes Mori blasted it home, powerful penalty.
The 2022 MLS All-Star Game, August 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN.
A dream goal for the MLS All-Stars.
There will come a time, not long in the future.
Ohio State with a come from behind.
There will be a place, not far from here.
One-handed catch, touchdown!
We will join. We will come together.
Georgia has won.
We will rise. We will fight. And we will win.
College football returns Saturday, September 3rd to ESPN Radio.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Welcome to the evolution of sports radio.
You see, in this industry, just like in life, everything evolves.
Call 256-576-4977 to make your audible for the Blitz.
That man is playing Gallagher. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
It's the Afternoon Blitz. Here are your hosts, Smokey, Captain Cool, and the Bandi Man.
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now?
Hello and welcome in. You guys are listening to the future and possibly even watching the future. That's right, welcome into the Afternoon Blitz on the Tennessee Valley Blitz Sports Radio Network. And I'm your always reliable host that knows the most, Captain Cool.
Oh my goodness, it's
Captain Cool!
Someone lose a grenade?
Yeah, that's right, baby. Find us online at theblitzsportsradio.com and on Facebook at the Blitz Sports Radio and on the Twitter at the Blitz_sports. And if you want to watch us live on video, see our beautiful faces, hear the beautiful voice behind the glass, you can watch us on Facebook at the Facebook, Twitch at WZZN TV, and YouTube at also WZZN TV, and Twitter if you really want to. And yeah, we're talking about more than just sports, and today is also a fun Friday, so we're going to have a great time having a good time with you guys hanging out. And yeah, you guys are hanging with the chillest crew in sports radio. And if you want to join in on any of the conversations today, call us at 256-576-4977. And to my left, the one, the only, Bandi Man. Intense. Do we have two of them?
Oh my God, there's two of them
Just
now.
keeps going. That's how you flip it up a little bit.
No, that's what happens when you keep falling down the same pit too many times in one level, and so it just keeps happening over and over. It's just that one pit you can't jump across.
It'll happen a lot. I'll tell you that much. How you doing today, Bailey? You feeling the vibes of Friday? We finally made it.
I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling the vibes of Fun Friday. I got a fun little top 10 list for y'all later on.
Nice.
I mean, and you brought your R2D2.
I did. I told you guys I would. You got to see him. He's peeping right here. He's not going to be making any noise. I left the remote in the car. But yeah, we're going to have a great time. We're going to be talking a lot of fun stuff, a lot of top 10s, a lot of top 15s, maybe even something that Smokey's got to talk about. I don't know. But yeah, how about you introduce the guy behind the glass?
Yeah, but I said making sure that y'all can hear those fun stories. Our always reliable producer, Smokey Mike Honcho.
Smokey!
Smokey's the name, Honcho's the game. What's going on, boys?
Just chilling with the coolest guys in sports radio. That's about it.
I was thinking about having a list of my favorite Mike Honchos, but then there's only 3.
Top 3? Let's go.
Yeah,
Top 3?
I mean, you got you. Who are the other 2?
Cal Naughton Jr. and Jordan Beck.
All right, well, we'll
Jordan Beck from Hazel Green, Alabama, and Hazel Green High School. I'm trying to remember where he got. I got to see where he got drafted at. He got drafted by the Rockies in the beginning of the second round this past year.
Well, that's pretty cool. I mean, he made it to the MLB, so that instantly makes.
He hadn't exactly made it to the MLB yet. He got drafted, but he ain't.
He made it to professional baseball. That's all I gotta say. So that's pretty cool. I gotta say he might be in my top 3 as well for the Mike Honchos.
I'm frustrated, boys.
Okay. Right. Why are you frustrated?
All right. So you guys knew that my golf play for the DF3 on Wednesday was looking nice.
It
right?
was. You were like top.
I was in the top 100 out of 47,000 people.
That's awesome.
Then we had a problem.
Oh no.
Jason Day pulled out.
No.
He pulled out?
You can't pull out.
No, like what do you withdraw for?
Why? Why did he pull out?
He had an illness.
No.
So I went from top 100 down to 19,000th, and I'm not even winning a single dime.
Just like that.
Yep.
Thanks a lot, Jason.
I've only got like 10 points today. I don't know, and I had 191 yesterday.
Smokey, that is so unfortunate.
Well, it is what it is. That's the reason why golf, when you do these tournament plays, it's all a little bit tricky. Your first and foremost goal is getting everybody to make the cut.
We never would have guessed that Jason Day would have pulled out. What illness does he have? Does it say? I hope it's not.
It just said illness on the Twitterverse.
Okay, I hope it's not monkeypox. All right.
I would be worried if he had the monkeypox.
I would be worried too if he had the monkeypox.
I mean, if you've heard the rumor and innuendo about how monkeypox is getting transmitted, then yeah.
No, we don't want to talk about
it. No.
But speaking of golf, though, Smokey, have you had a chance to play any more Turbo Golf Racing?
Yes, actually,
I haven't even downloaded it.
You haven't even downloaded it?
I haven't got to.
No, I've actually found some very interesting setups, like the bulldozer front, though. The way that you are able to work the ball and all that, with the way it's angled, and that's probably got to be my favorite bumper. And then, I mean, using the big ball instead of the small ball is a much better option. But I found a great boost. If you get 20 stars, you are able to get the boost of no sand effect.
Oh,
wow.
Wait. So sand just doesn't affect you at all anymore?
It'll affect the ball, but it won't affect your speed.
Okay.
That's actually still a pretty big deal. That's actually pretty good and useful.
Yeah. You can go at the ball a lot harder in the sand now than. Yeah, I mean, I imagine everybody's going to put that on.
Yeah.
But if they listen to the afternoon blitz, they will know what's going on. But I mean, that's because I did the research. That's because I played the game. I tried stuff out. Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do here.
Of course, and I wish I got a chance to play the game, but I got home very late last night. You guys know what I was doing, all right?
The Panders.
Defenders of the Diamonds, dude. I didn't know how much I'd have to be in Spider-Man costume. Turned out the whole game. Except for in the middle. And if you guys want to hear about that, I'll tell you right now. You want to? Okay, I'm gonna just go straight into it.
Wait. Hold on.
Get that. You gotta get your stuff out of the way.
No. I've just got a question for you on this one with the Spider-Man, and I want to ask Bailey this too, because we're on a fun Friday. We're gonna have Cole Pinkston from On 3 talking Auburn at 3:00. But
exciting.
The rest of the time, I mean, Auburn started camp today, so we have to bring it up. We have to let people find out what went down at Auburn, and Harson's been trolling the media, so Harson's having a little fun on this Fun Friday, so it's not too out of the realm.
Yeah.
But Fun Friday, you say you were Spider-Man last night. I should ask Bailey this question too, because this is an opinion question. What Spider-Man would young Captain Cool be, Bailey?
What's Spider-Man?
Would he be the Tobey Maguire?
Nah, see, I think he's too young to be a Tobey Maguire.
Is he more of a Garfield?
Here,
That's a good one.
Yeah, the Garfield, like when I'm really looking at Captain Cool, I don't know, the Garfield, yeah.
He's not a Holland.
He's definitely not a Holland.
Definitely not a Holland. He can't get Zendaya. So I mean,
I don't want her anyway. Everybody thinks she's so attractive. She's all right, but that's
also,
not all me.
Is he a Miles Morales?
He is definitely not a Miles Morales. He's not as brave as he is.
Oh.
Wow. You hear the things that I say in the radio show, and knowing that I'll get like destroyed for it, I'm pretty brave, I got to say the least. I personally think I'm a mixture between Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland, all right?
You are no Holland. You
I
have
am.
No Holland
I
stuff
can
in
do
you.
a backflip. I've got a cute face when I shave.
Do you
and I got the
realize
hair.
the stuntman? The stuntman, but yeah, he's a Garfield. He's most definitely a Garfield.
Tom Holland does his own tricks, though. He does a lot of his own tricks, okay?
Right.
Yeah, he does. Have you seen a lot of the movies he was in when he was younger?
That is true.
He's young anyway. He's extremely young.
He was in movies when he was younger.
Yeah, didn't he used to be like a gymnast too?
Yeah, I know, yeah. He used
gymnast.
He used to be a gymnast. He used to do the tricks and all that stuff on the tight ropes or whatever. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, he's been in a lot of movies, and he's been in a few with Ewan McGregor as well. And what was that movie called? It was where the tsunami came and took his family away. Everybody's thrown all over the place. But that was he was 11 years old in that movie, and he's just as good of an actor then as he is now. It's insane. He's a great guy. Great dude. Great personality. I've never met him, but, that's what I'm going to say.
Great personality.
I've only ever seen him in Spider-Man. So I don't know how good of an actor he is outside of it.
He has 37 credited movies right here.
Yeah.
You say his big break would be in The Impossible, playing Lucas. He was in Billy Elliot. He was uncredited, though. That's the thing.
Wow.
Honestly, his first really true big break was Civil War. He's been Spider-Man.
That's when nobody ever knew who he was really, because they didn't really have a reason to know. But now he's in movies like Uncharted and stuff. But I'm trying to find it was in The Impossible back in 2012. That's what I watched. And that's when he was super young, and I was that was the first film where I saw him really young, and I was this must have been his first film. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was.
It actually is his first film.
It is?
Credited wise.
Wow. That's
anyway,
right there.
off the Spider-Man talk, please continue, Mr. Captain Cool.
Okay, well, back onto the Spider-Man talk, because I was Spider-Man yesterday at the Trash Banners game. So it started off, just saying hi to the kids. Let me tell you, throughout the night, I was more important than Sprocket. Kids were coming to me first. They didn't care about that big raccoon thingy. They were coming straight to me. Some were a little scared. We had a few other people dressed up out there. We had Thor, and they were all in kind of the janky costumes, But then we also had the Scarlet Witch, which the person who does a great job at being in costume and stuff like that on game day, especially the special days like the Star Wars night and this night, the superhero night. But yeah, I was very popular. I had to make a few costume changes. I had to turn into the Hulk at one point. So I went all Hulk mode, and we were doing the Bubble Boy sumo thing, wherever people are bouncing around in the balls and stuff, trying to knock each other out. And then Hulk comes in, and 2 hits in, and I was just this is my time to shine. And I had a long time to think about what I was going to do going in. So I was okay, I look like an idiot because the Hulk costume's terrible. You can't look like Hulk in real life like you can with Spider-Man. But I ran out there, and I was just banging on the ground. I was acting a fool. I was so crazy. I had too much time to think about it, and I ended up turning away from the crowd right off the bat. But people still loved it. I bounced one of them out. I bounced the other one out. I slammed the ground, and then I ran off. And then I turned back into Spider-Man for the rest of the game, and probably had 200 and something pictures taken of me in the Spider-Man costume. Nobody will know it was me because I was Spider-Man. And at the end of the night, I had a kid try to rip off my mask. Everybody was asking me if I was Tom Holland, and I was no, I'm not Tom Holland. I'm Peter Parker, but I'm not going to tell him that. And then I drove home, and I went and worked out, and it was 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock when I got to bed, and now I'm here with you guys. That was my day. I didn't play any turbo golf, so you're welcome.
It is what it is, then.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Just a long work day.
Long day of grinding.
Long day of grinding. Yeah. Get up at 5:30 in the morning and then get back to me.
No. No, thank you.
No, thank.
Nah.
But you know, actually, kind of funny thing was my first job that I ever had paid was at 12 years old.
Oh, what were you doing?
Bat boy for the Huntsville Stars.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Oh my gosh, my brother used to do that.
Oh, it was great. Like my favorite. Well, I mean, there were some cool cats there that were actually pretty nice and all that. Like Ben Sheets, who had a little bit of a run in the show, Olympic gold medal winner too, from the Sydney Olympics back in 2000.
Sweet.
Dude was actually pretty good and gave us some autographs. And you know, one of my favorite things with being a bat boy was all the broken bats. We kept all the broken bats because my brother also, when I got too old for it and I got moved up into the concessions at the Stars, he took over as bat boy because he was 2 years behind me. We'd have 40 broken bats, and I mean, some would be completely in half, some just be a slight crack or anything like that. And we would get anybody we could try to autograph it, like the dude that was the San Diego Chicken for so many years. We actually have his autograph on one of the bats.
Nice. Bring him into the station. We'll make a wall out of them.
Well, it's in Florida.
See? That's that idea's
Ocala,
gone.
But his name was like Ted Gubagakis or something.
Yeah. It was a chicken. It was a chicken. That was his name. He was just a chicken.
It was the chicken. He was like 4'6" out of the costume. Seriously, it was.
You have to be short to get in some of those costumes. I'm not even allowed to be Sprocket because I'm too tall. I just barely hit the line. I'm just like, dang it, so close. So, but
oh man,
am I wrong to say didn't Chad do that as well? Did Chad ever tell you about that?
I don't think Chad has ever worked for the Stars.
I thought he did Bat Boy for somebody at least, because I think he told me a story about that as well, about getting a bunch of broken bats. I don't think you told me about it, but I think it was him.
Well, that's the first time I've talked to you about working for the Stars.
Well, that's the first. It's the second time I've heard this type of story. So maybe he was talking about you. Maybe he was talking about his own.
Maybe I will have to talk to the Chad about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
probably
on this station, he's going to be known as the Chad.
He's just the Chad. Okay.
The Chad.
All right, and both of you two know the reference of the Chad, right?
No.
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 Bandyman, I take it that's a no from you.
I don't want to say anything.
The Chad.
The Chad.
I'm looking.
It's from the original, or not the original, but the Charlie's Angels movie with Drew Barrymore, Cameron Diaz, and Lucy Liu.
See, all I'm getting is I wish I could just show you guys. You probably can't even see it all the way over there, but I'm getting a bunch of these memes.
Oh, the art memes?
It's just like the
like
Chad.
the Chad
He's
meme.
wearing the ouch shirt. He's got like the hair, the blonde hair, and the cut off sleeves, big junk.
Now, see,
Whatever.
I thought we had already established that I had not seen the original Charlie's Angels. I thought we had already established that.
Okay, I see it.
But yeah, so Tom Green plays this character that Drew Barrymore's has a little night's fun with on a boat at the beginning of the movie. And she's like, all right, she gets called in. It's like, I got to go. And Tom Green comes out going, was it the Chad?
Dude, he's wearing a union suit.
Yeah, but then she looks right at him and goes, yeah, it was the Chad.
Oh,
but then at the end, she comes back and he calls her like chocolate starfish or something like that. And then she has to leave again after the Chad helps them out. And he's like, it was the Chad, wasn't it? And she was like, no, the Chad was great.
Honestly, I don't know how I would feel.
I have sounders for it, but we're not prepared for it on the other computer because I use that for our show on our sister station on 97.7 ESPN, The Zone, in the Tennessee Valley, Smokey and the Chad, that comes tomorrow morning from 9 to 10.
Sweet. Can't wait to listen to that. No, I just saw the clip, though, from, was it the Chad? That's how he sounds exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
And, I mean, you know, it's one of those things, it's a perfect icebreaker for going out and, like, introducing yourself to ladies. Be like, hi, I'm the Chad instead of a Chad.
Yeah, and if they don't get the reference, then don't even waste your time.
Exactly.
It's wonderful.
Like, I mean, I can go around and introduce myself as Smokey. And people will be like, what the hell?
If they don't watch the show, they don't know. Get them out of here.
Well, back in the day when I was in college, way long ago, down in Birmingham, my last name being Rose, my fraternity brothers would call me Rosie. I'd introduce myself as that sometimes to some ladies right there, and it was a perfect icebreaker because they'd ask questions, and then bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, yeah. Plus, it's like a flower, so
Yeah.
I mean, girls like flowers. At least that's what I've heard. So.
Woo!
Yeah, see, that's better than mine. See, whenever I tell girls my name, they just tell me that I remind them of their pet. Oh, I've got a dog named Bailey.
Well, what if you ever tell them your nickname though? Hey, my name's Kareem.
No.
Never. Don't icebreak with that.
That'll never go well.
You know what? We actually need to try. We need to peer pressure him one night. Like, I'll take the wife with me and all that, and we'll just we'll be the married couple on the other part of it all. But we'll be supervising everything to see.
Get a video of it, dude. We'll put it on the channel.
Exactly.
It'd be great.
I know, right?
We'll have Bailey all mic'd up. That'll be great. You definitely do that.
Maybe we could get a sponsor for that too.
Make sure you guys are subscribed to WZZN on the YouTube to make sure you get a hold of all that interesting content that might just happen or might not.
Right.
I want this to happen.
Yeah,
now.
WZZN TV, twitch.tv/WZZN TV, and YouTube, just search WZZN TV.
Or 97.7 ESPN because it still pops up our YouTube channel. Either way.
Yeah, so I mean, you're giving them more options, and that one will click in their head, so they will be able to get that taken care of.
That's what I call search engine optimization. yeah, I learned that.
Search engine optimization.
That good old SEO.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I mean, let's roll with it. I'm feeling quite all right in between shifts, and I took a nice little Friday break. Let's put it that way.
Oh, good.
Right, yeah, man.
Hey, tell them where they can find us on our Twitters, our personal Twitters.
Oh, you mean you can follow the captain at CPTCool420. You can follow the Bandi Man at BLowry2016. You can follow me at Rose Scholar. You can follow the station at the Blitz_sports.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man.
That's that. And we're going to be getting into a lot of stuff today. We got headlines of former NBA stars getting arrested because we want to keep on the trend of people getting arrested because that seems like the big thing that people like to do. And, so that's going to be fun. We got a few top 10s to talk about. I personally think I've got the best one. We're going to be talking about the top 15 best Madden soundtracks, and that comes from Red Bull, so it's not all my opinion, but I will say
it's not all your
I will throw my opinions in there, and I want to see what they think, because number one might just surprise you.
Let's tease that a little bit as, let's see, Bandi Man, what list you got going on again?
I've got the top 10 superhero movies I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of peer pressure going on today.
So I really want to get your take on this, Smokey, because actually a good amount of them are DC.
Oh, I am the DC guy, big time. But mine, as we were in our little group chat last night prepping for the show and all that stuff, I saw this thing on the Twitter of somebody comparing or giving out different variations. Speaking of Loki, season 1 or something like that, superheroes, different variants of Kirk Cousins. I asked you two to give me a quarterback to make variants out of. Y'all gave me Matt Ryan. So
it's the only one you need.
We're going to have some Matt Ryan variants going on. Next segment, though, we're going to have What's Cool with Captain Cool. And then 3 o'clock, we got Cole Pinkston from AuburnOn3.com. Talking Auburn camp. Then we got the play-by-play with the Bandi Man.
Yeah.
Then the DF3 for the weekend, which it's a UFC weekend, so we're gonna go with the UFC.
That's fun. That's fun right there.
The DF3. Anyway, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, pay some bills, and yeah. All right, I gotta got the cotton mouth going on right now. You're listening to the Afternoon Blitz.
This is Wes Neighbors with Philip with Eagle Insulation, and we have an announcement to make.
Yes, Wes, we are now Eagle Masonry and Insulation. Still a place to call for your insulation needs, but now we offer masonry services.
What kind of masonry projects can you handle?
Wes, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do renovations, new construction, outdoor fireplaces, fire pits, brick landscape borders.
Well, when you came out to my house, you did both the insulation and masonry at the same time. You guys did rock for me, you did brick for me, and you insulated my house. That's usually done at the same time that you're building a house.
Absolutely. It really capitalizes on two services you need at the same time, and you can get one company to handle both of those.
fill up with Eagle Insulation. We'll come out, do your installation. He'll do your masonry. They do a great job. They guarantee your work. Check out more online at insulatedwitheagle.com and schedule your free examination today. 256-755-1556.
Thanks, Wes.
McCurry Motors is your car and van rental headquarters. You can rent the vehicle you need today. Family in town, sporting event, church function, no matter what your need, McCurry Motors has you covered with a wide selection of cars and vans available for rent. They have 12-passenger Mercedes Sprinter vans, 12-passenger Ford Transit vans, 15-passenger Ford Transit vans, and 15-passenger Chevrolet Express vans. They have 2 locations, Highway 72 in Athens or Max Luther Drive in Huntsville.
When I chose a garage door company, I did my homework. I needed Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. They have a 5-star Google rating. I checked their reviews and liked what their customers had to say. Precision Overhead Garage Door has lifetime warranty packages. Same-day service if I call before 2 p.m. If they can't make it the same day, my service call fee the next day is waived. They did a 25-point safety inspection on the door and operator. Now that's peace of mind. Residential, commercial, and gate services. Precision Overhead Garage Door Service. Call 256-400-4500.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
Listen to the wind blow, watch the sun rise. Run in the shadows, damn your love, damn your life. And if you don't love me now.
And welcome back to the afternoon Blitz here on the Tennessee Valley Blitz Sports Network. I am your host, the Bandi Man, a.k.a. Bailey Lowry.
Wait a second. You're not Captain Cool. I thought this was supposed to be What's Cool with Captain Cool.
I'm not
Why is the Bandi Man here?
The Captain Cool was taking a little bit of an emergency.
Hello, guys. I'm back. Welcome in to.
Emergency, he said.
I'm back. Yeah, I just got done grabbing some blankets because it's getting chilly in here. And also, I grabbed, doing cool things. I grabbed this from one of the other businesses across the hall. And little did I know that their door would have a little ding-dong. And so I opened the door, ding-dong, nobody was there. So I just snagged a piece of candy and left before anybody could see that I did it. Stealing is not cool, but they have it out there for everybody to grab. So technically, it's not stealing. But is this my segment? Are we going into this right now? Or, like, what's going on?
Didn't you hear what we were doing 5 minutes
Sorry,
ago?
guys. Yeah. Whenever I go to the bathroom as well, I lose all memories. So, yeah, I guess it's time to get into...
Oh, hold on. Do we need to ask the woman the question on that one?
It's time to get into What's Cool with Captain Cool. I really want to eat these. I want to eat these so bad, but I can't.
That's a spicy meatball.
So it's time to cool down with Captain Cool.
That's right, baby. What is it? You're looking Yes, and I am wearing my cool hat today because it is Fun Friday. I brought the R2D2 to chill out with us. He will be chilling here every Friday. That is the new thing. And let's get right into it, guys, because I got a list I want to go through, and I don't know how long it'll take. So, first thing, got to talk about sports. This is a sports station, and let me get into it. Come on, stop laughing. All right, it may be a fun Friday, but there's not a lot of fun stories in the news today, and this story was what I found the most interesting. And the more I looked into it, it got weirder and weirder. Now, this is kind of old news, but it was recently brought to my attention. And the story is about former NBA player and Dancing with the Stars champion, Iman Shumpert. Is that a good pronunciation?
Iman.
Iman? Okay, sorry, man. Well, he can't hear this. Because he was arrested for trying to bring 6 ounces, or quote-unquote, sizable amount of marijuana through a security check in a Texas airport last weekend. But the story has just been brought up to us. I've been seeing it a lot more in the last 2 days and stuff, so I wanted to get it out there. A lot of people getting into legal troubles, and a lot of people smoking a lot of dope, it looks like, or 6 ounces, which is a lot. Smokey, do you know how much is 6 ounces in like other things? I don't know. Make it easy for us.
Excuse me. Wait. You could not come to me with that. I know your dad calls me the Tom Abraham Show drug expert. And that's just because he asked me one time on how many funny cigarettes you could get off of 34 grams because Nick Marshall got arrested for 34 grams.
Yeah.
I immediately responded you could get about 70.
And that was I was doing a callback to that. I just wanted you to know.
It was like,
oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay. But we'll just say
6 ounces, how many grams is that?
I ain't gonna say how many grams, but I can tell you how much it's worth.
How much is it worth?
2.
2 what?
K.
Wow. That's a lot. Well, really? That seems a lot more. Jeez. Good job for Iman. He's got a lot of money worth of marijuana on him, I guess. But whatever. But yeah, it was a lot of marijuana, and he got arrested for it. He also had a loaded magazine in his backpack with, get this, no gun.
So he had the magazine but no gun?
Yeah.
And he thought bringing all of this through an airport security was a good idea?
Yeah, well, it gets even crazier because Shumpert went on to ask if he could make his flight to Los Angeles so he could pick up his daughter. Okay.
I like to see if this guy has his priorities straight.
I don't know. Yeah, it is an all-over-the-place story. Lots of questions, not a lot of answers. And what do you think they said to that? What do you think they said to that, Bandi?
Asking
if he could go get his daughter from Los Angeles.
With all that's in your bag? No.
No, yeah, they wouldn't let that slide. They wouldn't let that slide. Let's just say he's staying in Texas until further notice. And Shumpert was arrested for a felony possession of marijuana.
At least he didn't get it found in Russia.
Yeah, no, he'd be gone forever. He'd be in Russia for the next 9.5 years.
Well, no, that won't be 9.5. That would be if you see what
Brittany
Griner had.
Right, that's a lot more.
That, I would say you're looking at more like 72 years.
Yeah.
Thank God he wasn't in Russia.
Yeah, because I can't wait for the DEA to show up at my door with all the math conversions I've been doing on Google. But apparently 6 ounces is 170 grams worth.
That's a lot.
I don't know how many grams Brittany Griner had on her when she got detained in Russia, but it's definitely not that much.
Let's see.
It's
also
a different thing.
She had hashish oil.
Yeah, hashish oil was the big
Shumpert had the bud.
Okay, yeah, it would have been a lot worse.
Oh, just imagine the stench that came from him. I mean,
no. Do you realize how smart these people are? They've got good packaging, my man.
How do you think he packaged it? You think he had like an Arizona tea can that had he had a bunch of Arizona teas that had a bunch of weed in it? No?
Vacuum seal.
Vacuum seal. I gotta look into that. I'm joking, guys.
Look into what, vacuum
seal? Vacuum seal. I'm joking, guys. It's a funny, crazy story, and I just wanted to drop it. And it's also sports kind of related. Even though he doesn't play in the NBA anymore, he still won a championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers a few years back, and he also is a pretty good dancer. If you've seen him on the dance floor. All right. And do you want me to jump into my my top list now, or do you want me to?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's go
hear it.
straight into it. Where's the drum roll music? We still
You
don't
two are going to
that.
have to do that.
We don't have that yet.
You two got a table.
All right. And we're getting into the top 15 Madden playlists, aka songs in Madden. And it starts off with the Andrew WK's Party Hard in Madden 2003. Play it. We all know this song. Andrew WK, very well known dude. Get to the actual song, skip like halfway through it real quick. There you go, right there. That's perfect right there. So, there you go. Now tone it down a little bit because I don't want it anymore. But no, so this song really resonates with me, and I'm not going to talk this much about all the songs, but it resonates with me because I had Madden 03 on the Game Boy, and let me tell you guys, it was the only song that played on the Game Boy edition of the game. So I heard that song about 10,000 times.
Wait, it was the only one that played?
The only one. You can't put a lot of songs on the Game Boy games because you know what, whatever. But then we go on to number 14, and that's They Don't Know by Paul Wall, Madden 2006. We don't have the song for that one because, you know, just whatever. I wonder what that song actually is, though. I would like to look back into that. I don't know if I can agree to that song. Next is Tick, Tick, Boom by The Hives.
Please play that for what we'd had during show prep happen.
Yeah, I need to know what this song exactly sounds like because I was thinking a totally different one.
You were thinking of click, click, boom.
There you go. Oh, I know. Yeah. Let's go. Tick, 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 boom. I messed it up. But okay, that's from Madden 2008, a great Madden game. And if we were doing the top 10 Madden games, it would probably be in the top 3. Now, going on to another Madden 2008 game, we have It's Me, Snitches by Swizz Beats. That's
enough.
Get to the chorus part of that because it's actually a pretty goofy song. Just skip a little bit more. We'll find it.
Is it goofier than you?
It's not goofy. Nothing's goofy. All right, just get out of here. I don't even care anymore. But it's like, it's me, snitches. It does that. And we used to say, because me and my brother used to play Madden 08 all the time, snee snitches. We said snee snitches because that's what it sounds like he's saying. And yeah, we were just a bunch of ADHD kids just having fun playing Madden. Next, moving on to number 11, Real Talk by Trey, Madden 2007. Okay, that's awesome right there. 6th song. We're going to move on to the next one. Welcome Home by Coheed and Cambria, Madden 06. See, this is more my style right here.
You're a Coheed and Cambria type dude?
I want this to be my new intro music, please. All right, stop the music. Stop the music. We're going. I like the. Oh, nice little. I like the fade. Nice.
Love the fade too, but
it's good.
Love playing that in Guitar Hero.
Yeah, I remember that in Guitar Hero, but I mostly remember in 2006 Madden on the PSP because we had it at Donovan McNabb on the cover, or was that No, that was 2005. I'm pretty. No, it was either 2005 or 2006, but whatever. We're gonna move on to number 9. We're in the top 10 now. And this song is called Action, yeah, by Killer Mike, Madden 04. We don't have the song. It's too old. It's too old. It's not even on YouTube anymore. And then we have, for number 8, Action/Feeling This by Blink 182. We're getting into the music now. Madden 04. I feel like a little boy again. I miss when Madden used to just be hard rock and just like Blink 182 constantly.
Hard rock and Blink 182 are not.
That's why I said and. That's why I said and. Okay.
but you know what was a great era of music, and you two probably had no idea because you were maybe like 4.
Let me know.
I like to call it the American Pie era of music because that was when American Pie 1, 2, and 3 came out.
Yeah.
And the last time MTV was actually cool to watch with music videos. And I was going to say crap.
No, I did remember watching early MTV with my brother.
Yeah. I mean,
what is early MTV to you?
Music videos.
Yeah. See, they stopped doing the music videos around like 2012. They stopped doing that, but we still got a good taste of it because I remember listening to a few Eminem songs on. I think it was MTV2. They started. It was just music videos, and I thought it was awesome. And then even MTV2 got transitioned into crap media.
Yeah. Now MTV2 is just ridiculousness 24/7.
You two missed the greatness of Carson Daly back in the day with TRL.
No, we definitely did. I know it sucks.
I will say that's the reason why I know Backstreet Boys. I know Britney. I know a whole lot of songs from that type of era because the TRL during that time, the top 10 music videos per day, as a teenage man or boy going into become manhood, you wanted to see the Britney, you wanted to see the Christina, but you still had the bad stuff of Eminem, early Eminem.
Yeah,
Dr.
good Eminem.
Dre, Snoop.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, totally fine because I like talking about that as well because it does resonate with my childhood. Remember though, I do have a 30-something-year-old brother that like gave me a lot of the songs that he liked, and that included a lot of All American Rejects and stuff like that. We were very punk rock guys. All right, moving on to number 7 though. Alive and Amplified by Mooney Suzuki, Madden 2005. And that one doesn't have a song, but then we're going to move on to this one. This one's more recent. 6 Foot, 7 Foot by Lil Wayne. I hope this is the censored version. Play 2 seconds of it. Halfway through, we're going to play a little game of roulette here. Skip it. Yeah, skip it middle. That's the song. Pause it now. Excuse my charisma. Yeah, I remember the whole thing because I listened to it a lot. So back before I had an MP3 player or a phone or anything, I used to just plug in my headphones into my PSP and listen to the soundtrack. And that's why I know so many of the Madden 2012 songs and the Madden 2009 songs. And they were all censored, so I only know the censored lyrics. So there's a lot of times in that song where I literally sing the censored version whenever the normal song is on, and I think that is pretty hilarious. Moving on to the top 5 from Out of Nowhere. Literally, that's the song's name by Faith No More, Madden 05, and we don't have the song for that one. Then going to number 4, Woman by Wolf Mother, Madden 07.
You want to talk about a Guitar Hero song, Smokey? This is one for me.
Oh, I know. Very first song I played in Guitar Hero.
Yeah, that's the song. It's just a bunch of rock. It's awesome. I love it. Moving on. I didn't play too much of Madden 07, honestly.
You know, actually, speaking of Wolf Mother, Joker and the Thief is another banger, too.
Yes. Dude, Joker and the Thief. Yeah. I listened to that in the hockey games, man.
Well, because it's a beautiful. The intro is perfect for any sporting event.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
You're chipping in all the right things because I can relate to all of that. But yeah, with Madden 07, I actually never got to hear the Woman song because I only played the Game Boy version of that. And it was the last Madden that came out on the Game Boy. And there were 2 songs. And again, I heard them over and over all the time. Now going on to number 3, I know it's a fave of Bailey or Bandi Man, and it's Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand.
This 100% should be number 1.
Madden 05. Yeah. It's a good song. Everybody knows it. Everybody's heard it. Probably 10, 20 times maybe.
Another Guitar Hero special, but that was Guitar Hero 1. My first Guitar Hero, if people get confused, was Guitar Hero 2. Because that was the one that got more of the release and the pub and all that stuff, and then I got back to 1 a little bit later.
Yeah.
But Guitar Hero 2, actually 3 was the best. But we could do a list of Guitar Hero or Rock Band.
Let's
later.
do it. Dude.
Oh, I would do that with you all day. I love rhythm games.
Anyway, continue.
But no, I honestly was gonna say something, forgot about it. It's all right. No, okay, now I remember. So yeah, that's what I liked about Madden though, is back in the day, Madden pretty much just had a lot of the Guitar Hero songs, and those are awesome. Whereas now, they just have a bunch of crazy rap, and a lot of it is pretty bad, honestly, but whatever. We're moving on to number 2, and that is Down for the Count by Talib Kweli, Madden 02.
Yo, we bring it straight to your face from the...
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen in that song, but that is some good old R&B. Some, I guess I don't know, but that's some good stuff. And then number 1, this one surprised me because only recently did I learn about this artist and these guys because my brother is super into them, and I started listening to them religiously for a good 3 months, and I still listen to them on and off. But I didn't know they made song back then. From the Ritz to the Rubble by Arctic Monkeys, Madden 06. It's so weird. It's awesome. Ageless. Arctic Monkeys. I almost said Arctic Munchies because I usually do say that because it's funny. And that is your number 1. And now, how much time do I have? I have a little bit of time, so I can talk about one more story because it is Fun Friday, guys. And Bailey just told me, I keep calling you Bailey, but I got to call you Bandi. See, that's why I call him Bandi sometimes.
Exactly.
I get mixed up. I call him normal names. But yeah, that is my top list. I hope you guys appreciated it. I'm glad we got the music going because I feel like that sounded really nice. But yeah, moving on. In other news and in anime news, because Bandi Man wanted to show me this before the show, highly anticipated Chainsaw Man just got a new trailer. Smokey, you know anything about Chainsaw Man?
No, but I believe I saw some people on my Twitterverse commenting about it, and
that might be thanks to me.
There was well, actually no, it wasn't you. It was some independent wrestlers that I follow.
Wow, see,
anime is real big in the independent wrestling world.
Oh yeah, I know a few guys specifically that are really big into it and really like to push it, and that's why anime is just so popular nowadays because a lot of famous people are really getting into it and they're really pushing it because they know. Anime is a big deal now. But yeah, Chainsaw Man. Yeah, got a new trailer, and it looks wonderful. It's going to be a crazy fall season for anime with both Chainsaw Man and Edge Runners coming out in September and October. And I talked about Edge Runners earlier on in the week, and that show also looks ridiculous. And these two shows are going to make a huge impact on the community. I see people talking about them all the time. And Chainsaw Man is being developed by MAPPA, who is, if you guys know anything about them, they have also worked on top tier shows like Jujutsu Kaisen, Yuri on Ice, which personally I love all these shows, Terror in Residence, and Attack on Titan. That's the most known one from them. Same with Jujutsu Kaisen being very popular as of late. But the show, it has a lot of hype to live up to. If Smokey's even seeing people talk about it, that means it's getting like deep into the woodworks. So. Yeah. What do you got to say on the show, Bailey? And are you looking forward to it? I'm talking too quick.
Oh, for one, I'm 100% looking forward to this show because, like you said, it's being done by Studio MAPPA, which already has a great track record with Attack on Titan.
For sure.
Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the best animated shows I've seen in a while.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into story-wise. That's a whole nother topic. But animation-wise, amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know how this studio is going to keep up this workload. They're notorious for taking on like heavy workloads and still producing really good quality. But I don't know how they're going to handle Chainsaw Man. The final part, Attack on Titan, is in its final season. And the final part of Season 3 is slated to come out in 2023.
Yeah.
As well as Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2.
Yeah.
And Vinland Saga Season 2.
Are they doing Vinland Saga?
They are doing Vinland Saga. And
I didn't even know about that one.
It's been very good.
Yeah, no, I haven't watched Vinland Saga, but they've also done like Kakegurui, Banana Fish. They did a recent Netflix anime called Yasuke, and they just do a lot of great stuff. And even like the worst shows by MAPPA, like in my opinion, Terror in Residence, it's still a great show. It just didn't resonance with me. That's funny. Yeah, that's good little goofy joke. But yeah, like even with those shows,
I'm cutting that up.
I messed up on saying the joke, so it didn't sound as funny. But like, even their worst shows are the best, like compared to other shows. So Smokey, I know I've already given you one anime, recommendation this week. What are you thinking about this one? I know you probably haven't seen too much, but the trailer, it'll probably get you hyped for it.
The main thing with anime, though, is I am not really too big into the anime, but the wife is extremely big into the
That's
anime.
awesome.
Nice.
So,
Keep her.
if it intrigues her, then it'll be able to be watched.
Sweet.
there's still some things we got to catch back up on.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got to watch her Elizabeth Banks and her press your luck.
Yeah.
She absolutely loves her.
That's great. Well, I'm glad she is into anime because that might actually get you guys to watch more shows, and you can talk about it.
She binges the hell out of it.
Yeah, on the on our show, and yeah, Chainsaw Man's definitely going to be one to look at. It's a little gory, definitely going to be a little controversial at times, but if you're all for it, it's going to be a great watch, and I hope it lives up to the hype.
Yeah, I mean, a little gory might be a little bit of an understatement.
Yeah,
this is going to be like the boys level of violence.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
It's followed by a great story, so highly recommend.
Mm-hmm. I just hope they give it the love they deserve. And Bandy Man, did you say you had something cool you wanted to throw into the cool segment of this Fun Friday?
I did. So recently announced at the Fighting Game World Championships, they're releasing a new Marvel vs. Capcom 2 arcade cabinet.
Ooh.
And this will be the first time that they've re-released Marvel vs. Capcom 2 since 2009.
Is it going to be actual, like, true arcade, or is it going to be the one-up arcade?
It is the one-up arcade.
Ah, all right.
Either way, not bad.
But it's coming with, like, X-Men Children of the Atom, Marvel vs. Capcom 1.
It's coming with a lot of games.
Well, I mean,
X-Men Superhero vs. Street Fighter.
Have you seen, like, the NBA Jam version of the one-up arcade?
Oh, yeah. It's super cool.
3 different NBA Jams. It's like, goodness gracious. I'm sorry, Bandy Man. Continue.
Oh, no, you're all right. But, I mean, it was just that kind of example of games. But it's just the more important fact is that Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is coming back. And that this is one of, if not, many consider this the best fighting game of all time.
Yeah, to have an arcade cabinet in your house for a little price of, how much is it? Because I know they're usually around like $300 something dollars, maybe a little bit more.
Well, that was before inflation.
Yeah, they don't have a price listed yet.
Okay.
But this is just the first time that, I mean, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has not been available to buy since it got taken off the PlayStation Arcade and Xbox stores.
Boo.
So it's been over 10 years since that happened.
Jeez.
And now they're re-releasing it in a full arcade cabinet. Just a new way to buy it again and play a old classic and one of the best fighting games of all time.
Why not?
Get it.
Oh,
Why not?
Yeah,
I want to get it.
I got to the one-up site, and by the way, they're going for this one. Marvel and Capcom has not got a price, but everything else looks like $3.99 is the number.
$3.99?
It's not bad.
They have Marvel Pinball.
Yeah.
They have a pinball.
How much?
$5.99.
Okay, that's a little bit more.
Yeah,
that's a little more.
I mean, but I am a sucker for any arcade pinball,
Yeah,
man.
still, if you want to make an arcade like in your house, one-up's the way to go. Sponsor us.
They also have a head-to-head arcade table.
That's cool.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the golden pin arcade cabinets, and they're pretty cool as well.
But anyway, we got to pay some bills before we get to the top of the hour. And Cole Pinkston from Auburn on 3 talking about the first day of Auburn fall camp, which starts, it's fall camp, but it starts in the summer. Who knows what the heck came up with that one? You're listening to the Afternoon Blitz.
The Blitz has been called.
Do you have discomfort in your legs? Varicose veins can affect not only how your legs look, but how they feel. Symptoms of varicose veins include pain, swelling, aching, heaviness, and fatigue. Dr. Tracy Lowry of Best Vein Care of Huntsville can diagnose and treat your varicose veins with the latest minimally invasive techniques. Diagnosis and treatment is covered by most insurances. Call 256-715-7151 to schedule your free screening. Go to bestveincarehuntsville.com.
Hey folks, this is Arthur Seaton, managing partner at University Kia, here letting you know we are proud supporters of Madison Academy football. Stop into the University Kia today and shop our large selection of new Kias, including the all-new Telluride 8-passenger SUV, the stylish new K5, and sporty new Seltos. Visit universitykia.com to view all our great offers and get pre-approved in minutes so you can drive home your new Kia today, because we want to see you in a Kia. Go Mustangs!
This is Wes Neighbors with Philip with Eagle Insulation, and we have an announcement to make.
Yes, Wes, we are now Eagle Masonry and Insulation. Still a place to call for your installation needs, but now we offer masonry services.
What kind of masonry projects can you handle?
Wes, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do renovations, new construction, outdoor fireplaces, fire pits, brick landscape borders.
Well, when you came out to my house, you did both the insulation and masonry at the same time. You guys did rock for me, you did brick for me, and you insulated my house. That's usually done at the same time that you're building a house.
Absolutely. It really capitalizes on two services you need at the same time, and you can get one company to handle both of those.
Fill up with Eagle Insulation. We'll come out, do your installation. He'll do your masonry. They do a great job. They guarantee your work. Check out more online at insulatedwitheagle.com and schedule your free examination today. 256-755-1556.
Thanks, Wes.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bryant Bank, we believe your goals are worth chasing, and every step along the way is worth celebrating. From your hopes for the future to the challenges that keep you up at night, we're here for you. Bryant bankers put care into action to help you live legendary by stepping up when you need us most and doing what's right even when no one is watching. Come experience a local bank whose people greet you by name and treat you like family. Bryant Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back into the Afternoon Blitz, final segment of hour number one. Hour number two coming up momentarily. We got ourselves a nice little Tom Abraham segment going on right here, so any second now we will be hearing the music go off. 256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. And you can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Rose Scholar. The captain is at CPT Cool 420, and the Bandi man is at B. Lowry 2016. I gotta say, looking at these pinball tables though, real quick, this is badass. The Marvel series has Spider-Man they're all virtual pinball. Spider-Man, Civil War, Wolverine, X-Men, Thor, Marvel's Women of Power, A-Force, Ghost Rider, Venom, Fantastic Four, and Fear itself.
Wow.
You could play all of those tables on the virtual setup.
Can we get them in here? Can we get some?
Yeah, well, we got to talk to the dude that pays everybody.
Oh, if we get the Marvel 2 cabinet in here, I might not ever hop off it.
My next paycheck's going towards that.
All right, so hour number one in the books. Coming up at hour two, we got Cole Pinkston from On 3 talking about Auburn Fall Camp. And then we got the play-by-play with the Bandi Man and his top 10 for the Fun Friday. And then my DF3 with my list of who compares or the types of Matt Ryan in the NFL. You are listening to the Afternoon Blitz.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
You want the right specialist for your recovery. At SportsMed Orthopedic Surgery and Spine Center, we understand every body is different. Your muscles and bones are unique, as is your body. Our SportsMed specialists offer innovative treatments and minimally invasive procedures, allowing you to quickly return to the life you love. Locations in Huntsville, Madison, Athens, and Decatur, and on the web at sportsmedalabama.com. Improving performance, improving lives.
In 1982, Bob Baumhauer introduced Alabama to the Buffalo Wild Wing, and quite frankly, we've never been the same. Back then, it was Wings and Things in Tuscaloosa, but now, 40 years later, after 4 name changes, Baumhauer's Victory Grill is the #1 sports-themed restaurant in the state. Bob's Alabama Hot Chicken is something that has to be tried to believe, plus the new Bam Bam Chicken and the Louisiana-style Go Fish, a whitefish over rice topped with shrimp etouffee. And Baumhauer's is fighting inflation with some new affordable favorites. Visit Baumhauer's on the South Parkway today.
With us today, Dr. Tracy Lowry of Best Vein Care of Huntsville.
When we evaluate a patient and they indeed have significant venous disease, most third-party payers, private insurance, Medicare, require us to treat every patient conservatively at least 90 days. Conservative treatment includes increasing ambulation, elevation of the legs, and the wearing of compression stockings. It's very common for folks to come see us in March or April wanting to have their veins fixed before they go into swimsuits starting in June. When we see someone in March or April, they're going to require at least 90 days of conservative treatment before we can even go to the insurance carrier to get permission to treat their veins. So if you think you have a venous problem, now is the time to come in and get a free screening so we can determine whether or not you need something evaluated. If you have a vein problem or you think you may have a vein problem, now's the time to contact us at bestveincarehuntsville.com.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on time or even show up at all? I'm Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Our motto at Fleming Roofing is we show up. Our goal at Fleming Roofing is to provide the reliable customer service that you deserve, and we have the resources to meet all of your roofing needs: residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. We are manufacturer certified for roof coatings, single-ply membranes, and asphalt shingles. Whenever you need a roofing professional you can count on, call Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We are committed to finding the solution that meets your needs. We don't have quotas or heavy-handed sales tactics. Fleming Roofing, we have expert experience. We show up. Free estimates, residential, commercial, industrial, replacement, or repairs. Check us out at FlemingHSV.com. FlemingHSV.com. When you need a quick response, it's Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
Welcome to the evolution of sports radio.
You see, in this industry, just like in life, everything evolves.
Call 256-576-4977 to make your audible for the Blitz.
That man is playing Galaga. Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
It's the Afternoon Blitz. Here are your hosts, Smokey, Captain Cool, and the Bandi Man.
Hour number 2 of the Afternoon Blitz is live on a Friday. A fun Friday, to be exact. It's a Friday fun day.
Yes, sir.
256-576-4977 is the phone number to get in. You can follow us on Twitter. I am L Smokey. You can follow me at Rose Scholar. You can follow Captain Cool at CPT Cool 420. And you can follow the Bandi Man at B Lowry 2016. Now we have a guest on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline, a guy that does a tremendous job out on the plains in East Alabama, so Auburn specifically. He works for On3, or Auburn Live On3, part of the On3 network going on. He is one Mr. Cole Pinkston. Cole, good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are y'all doing?
It's a fun Friday. Can't complain. We're ready for the weekend, and we had our first game of football for the fall. Granted, it was Hall of Fame. It was NFL preseason, but it just shows that we're getting closer and closer to meaningful football happening again.
Yep, absolutely. You can I'm in Auburn right now. Actually, campus is starting to buzz again, and football's back in full swing with fall camp going on, and it's a great time to be alive, man.
It is. It is. You can follow Cole at Cole Pinkston on Twitter. Cole, it's first day of camp in fall, and Brian Harsin seems to actually still have a pretty good sense of humor with the media, as he was giving out T-shirts today to the media after what happened last year. Did you happen to grab a T-shirt? Because I'm trying to get exactly what the T-shirt shed right now, but my search is really killing me right now.
Yeah, I did. I was one of the first in line, man. I don't pass up free T-shirts. It says something it's in my backpack right now. It says something along the lines of, I came to an Auburn football practice and all I left with is a war damn T-shirt.
Worth it.
No, I got to follow up with, this has been a hell of an offseason for Harsin. And it's just, the coup went awry. It's almost like Jetgate Part 2 that's been going throughout the plains. And right now with camp starting again, what is the feel around the plains about this Auburn football team? And is there a little more optimism for Brian Harsin compared to, say, February?
Yeah, I would say there is. I think he really helped himself at media days, and he made a couple statements where he solidified himself in there and said, "Look, I'm the football coach here. This is my job. I'm ready to get rolling here." And I think that's the feel to me around campus and around the coaching staff and those on staff. They're just gunning to get football season here because they want to prove what they've been working on, and a lot of people, all the media talks and it doesn't give Auburn a great chance at success this season, and they feel like they can prove different. So they cannot wait any longer for the first game to arrive and show that. That's the feeling to me.
True. I'm kind of going into training camp, but I think another player who's really looking forward to that first game arrive is senior linebacker Owen Pappoe, since he'll be coming back from injury and he's going to be a senior, and he was a team leader last year as well. But I'm kind of wondering your opinion on how do you think he's going to slot in back into his linebacker position and how he's really going to affect this Auburn team going into next season.
Yeah, Owen Pappoe. I literally just got done in a press conference with him right after practice. He came in and spoke, and he made the comment, I've been hurt before, but not hurt to where I could not help my team. I couldn't play. He said, I pushed, and then it seemed to make the injury worse. He said, there's nothing I could do about it. And he said, but I'm ready to go. I'm fixing to have the best season that I've had in an Auburn uniform, and his confidence is sky high, and he's a team leader, and he's helping up younger guys, and knows what to do, knows Jeff Schmedding real well, knows what he expects, and I think he's going to have a big year, personally. He seems to just have the right attitude about it right now.
Yeah, as an Alabama fan, that is the last thing I want to hear.
So, with the addition of a bunch of transfers on the defense, who is the standout? Who are some standouts you've been seeing this offseason, and who are you looking forward to going into the season?
Yeah, I think it starts with, specifically with the defense, your two Oregon transfers. One is cornerback DJ James, who is originally from Spanish Fort, Alabama. Lots of rave reviews about him, just that he's sort of a veteran presence to add to two guys, Nehemiah Pritchett and Jalen Simpson, who are already veteran presences at corner. So they're really happy about the way he's come in and sort of taken control and giving those guys a run for their money at that corner spot. And then Oregon transfer defensive lineman Jason Jones, who in the media viewing window that I saw practice today, he was getting on some guys about keeping the energy up and was a vocal guy out there. So he's also about 6'6", 320 pounds, playing defensive line. So, he's a standout right now. He's a guy that they think is going to be a starter and a key contributor to the defense. And then a lot of buzz around the Iowa State safety transfer, Craig McDonald, right now too. They seem to think he's going to come in and provide quality depth.
Cole Pinkston from Auburn live on 3 on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline with us. And Cole, going into transfers as well, this time on the offensive side of the ball. Well, one quarterback who transferred last year decided to get himself going away from cops on a moped without a helmet. I don't know what the heck was. I don't even know if that video they had on Twitter that I saw yesterday was actually real. That might be from a movie or something like that. I really didn't believe that was T.J. Finley evading police right there. But we got 2 transfers with Zach Calzada from A&M and Robbie Ashford coming from Oregon, which I mean, it almost is like a trade in the NFL. You're trading Robbie Ashford for Bo Nix right here. But
yeah.
A lot of people are high on Ashford. That is more local. Calzada is more the name because he beat Bama, and if you beat Bama, you have your name. I mean, everybody still talks in this state about Steven Garcia because of what he did in 2010, and I mean, I see him do quarterback camps now, but that's all I see him doing. But how does Calzada have this locked down, or is this going to be a true quarterback battle going into the Mercer game?
They're going to treat it. They're going to treat it like a true quarterback battle. They want to see. They want to see what Robbie Ashford's going to do when he's thrown into the fire of fall camp and in live action, because he is a different kind of athlete than what they have in Finley and Calzada. He's got some wheels on him and a bigger guy that can run and escape and do things, sort of like Bo Nix would have done. And it's interesting to see how he fits, and I think they're really interested to see him, and that's one of the most intriguing players for the coaching staff. But Calzada, yeah, he did take down Alabama. He had some ups and downs along the way as Texas A&M starter. But he's somebody that the coaching staff has been super impressed with since he stepped foot on campus. He's been leading, player-only workouts, and he's got the arm talent as far as everything goes with that. And man, I really think that Calzada is going to be the winner. That's just my opinion. Just the way that he carries himself and the way that he can make the deeper throws and things like that, and he's accurate on that kind of stuff. So I think that fits what they want to do offensively too. So.
One guy I'm looking forward to seeing on the offensive side for Auburn is actually one of the guys one of those quarterbacks is going to be throwing to, Tarvarish Dawson, who was unfortunately hit with a COVID diagnosis last season, so he's wasn't able to see the field very much. But now that he's coming back as a redshirt freshman, heading into training camp, do you see kind of a breakout or a significant improvement from Dawson?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, Eric Keesaw, the new offensive coordinator, definitely does. He called him the most improved player on the offense. So that's somebody that they like a lot. I think they actually call him Rooster. Rooster Dawson is his nickname over there. And he's a smaller guy, came in weighing he wasn't weighing enough to play SEC football when he came in, and had the COVID issue and other things. And it sounds like he's gained enough weight now to where he can take the hits. He can, put his body out there on the line, and he's got the speed to burn and the playmaking ability. They'd use him on the scout team as like a scrambling quarterback at times, just to create a look. And he's that kind of guy that can make people miss and elusive and make plays with the ball in his hands. So I think he's a guy that they really want to use and utilize in the offense.
Now, I need to know, what are some of the things you are seeing differently in that Auburn locker room and on the Auburn team in general that may help them stand a chance against the other SEC powerhouses like Alabama and Georgia?
Well, I've noticed just personally how a lot of guys have transformed their bodies in the last year, and I'm not speaking to the old strength staff by any means, because they did a great job as well. But the new strength staff is something that a lot of players point out to us and coaches when they talk to us about, they've just done a great job of getting them ready to play. And a lot of the offensive linemen have shaped up and lost body fat. And, it just, you can see a noticeable difference in certain things that way. And then I kind of refer back to the guys that have come back. You have Austin Troxell and Nick Brahms, 2 offensive linemen. Owen Papo is another guy that decided to come back when they really could have moved on. And just hearing them talk about why they came back and having a chip on their shoulder and wanting to come back and not end on a bad note with a losing season like they did a year ago, it was enough to make them want to go through this whole fall camp thing again and everything that goes with it. So, to me, that's been a big point of emphasis.
Cole Pinkston with Auburn Live on 3, part of the On 3 Sports Network on the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline with us. And Cole, I got to. You brought up the schedule, so I'm bringing up the schedule. You brought last year's schedule up. I'm bringing this year's schedule up. 5-0 looks very doable at the beginning, but I don't need to look at that 5-0 or the first 5. It's that next 5 right there that I think is probably the most crucial for Brian Harsin. And how short is the leash, to be honest? Because could this 5-game set with Georgia, Ole Miss, Arkansas, Mississippi State, and A&M all back to back to back to back, Auburn could seriously go 0-5. They could even go 3-2. But it's just how long is that leash going to be for Harsin this year? And I know we're not going to be seeing another coup, but it's obviously going to be well noticed around the Plains right there if we get another losing streak to end the season like last year happened.
Yeah, man, that schedule's always brutal, and it's no different this year. And when you don't need it to be, of course. But to me, the leash is long enough to allow, a few losses, but you got to have at least 7, 8, 9 wins. And I don't think, a lot. The old way was, okay, if you see improvement in year 2, then everything's going the right direction. The new way is, everything moves a little faster, it seems like. So I don't think you can afford to be close in games like you were last year and then end up losing them. I think you got to win them. I think that's the bottom line. You cannot be in games and then lose them at the end like you did at the end of the last 5 or last 6 last year. You got to find a way to win 8 or 9 games, I would think.
Would you say that the Mississippi State game was the true turning point of how, say, like boosters and made it, the higher-ups around Auburn changed their tune on Harsin actually, I wouldn't say changed the tune, but hammered home what their opinion was of the Harsin hire?
Yeah, man, that one was brutal, too. It was a tough loss. It's just really unbelievable. You go into halftime thinking Auburn's got this one in the bag, and then all of a sudden. But yeah, as far as the turning point, I don't know if it was the main turning point. It was obviously something that was taken into account later in the year when you're kind of going through the list of things of maybe or trying to find a reason to maybe make a change. But that combined with signing day. Being kind of lackluster and the final signing day, that is.
Right.
I think it all just came together and made, kind of a big. It just kind of all came out at one time, and it was unfortunate for a first year coach, in my opinion, because you need time to build things, but that's just the reality of college football today.
And final question for you, Cole. As we go with the schedule again, it looks like, in my opinion, the ceiling would be 8-4, and I mean with this schedule, it could easily be a 4-8 season as well for the Auburn Tigers. Just your first, or not your first, but your actual thoughts about the schedule coming up, and what should be the realistic expectation for Auburn fan with this particular schedule?
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, schedule's brutal. You know that as an Auburn fan. Anybody as an Auburn fan knows it's going to be that way in the SEC West. But, the main thing I look at with this is eight wins seems to be that key mark. And is it possible they go more than that? I wouldn't rule it out, but I don't think it's overly possible. So realistic would be 7 or 8 wins. And being real competitive in games like the Iron Bowl and the Georgia game, which they were a year ago. The Georgia game, not so much. Had a chance in the first half. It got out of hand in the second half. But definitely the Iron Bowl went to 4 overtimes, and you got those 2 games away, and that just makes it tougher. So again, those first 5 games, like everybody keeps talking about, are going to be really crucial to see how the rest of the season goes, because Auburn has a tendency, take away who the head coach is. Auburn has a tendency to get on a roll. They've done it before. And home advantage, that's always a big deal. You get Texas A&M later in the year. If you got some momentum going into that game, we might be talking a little differently about it. And that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. I want to see how things are going through those first 3, 4, 5 games.
Cole Pinkston with Auburn Live on 3 has been on the Neighbor Wealth Management Hotline. And Cole, much appreciate the time on this fun Friday, and thank you for letting us know what's been going on the Plains with the first day of fall camp, and we'll be reaching out to you throughout the season, sir.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll see if I'm going back to practice this afternoon. I'll see if I can grab one of those shirts.
Thank you, sir.
Grab me one too, please.
Cole Pinkston, Auburn Live on 3, has been our guest with the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline. And, first day of fall camp, guys. It is those first 5 games, yeah. It looks doable for 8 wins if they go 5-0.
Yeah. It's going to be tough.
Yeah. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, it is going to be play-by-play with the Bandi Man and the Bandi Man's top 10 list. You're listening to the Afternoon Blitz.
With us today, Dr. Tracy Lowry of Best Vein Care of Huntsville.
When we evaluate a patient and they indeed have significant venous disease, most third-party payers, private insurance, Medicare, require us to treat every patient conservatively at least 90 days. Conservative treatment includes increasing ambulation, elevation of the legs, and the wearing of compression stockings. It's very common for folks to come see us in March or April wanting to have their veins fixed before they go into swimsuits starting in June. When we see someone in March or April, they're going to require at least 90 days of conservative treatment before we can even go to the insurance carrier to get permission to treat their veins. So if you think you have a venous problem, now is the time to come in and get a free screening so we can determine whether or not you need something evaluated. If you have a vein problem or you think you may have a vein problem, now's the time to contact us at bestveincarehuntsville.com.
It's the geometry teacher who mans the ticket window.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen and store managers who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the graduate who listens to the league championship game on the internet.
It's the parent who sells ads in the school athletic program.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
It's the trainers, equipment managers, and ball boys who never miss a practice.
What makes high school sports here in Alabama so special? They do.
You do.
We all do.
High school sports. It's the we that every community needs. This message presented by the Alabama High School Athletic Association and the Alabama High School Athletic Directors and Coaches Association.
Adopt US Kids presents Multiple Choice Parenting.
You're bringing your daughter to her favorite pop star's concert. Do you A, wear earplugs?
Isn't this fun, Dad?
I'll have a soft pretzel.
B, remember the moment with matching concert t-shirts?
That's gonna be $180. Or we can just take a photo.
C, show her how you used to do concerts.
We're going crowd surfing.
I can't. It's too heavy. Oh my God. Ah.
Or D, just roll with it.
Woo! Justin! Look at us. We're over here.
Justin! OMG! He just looked. I love you, Justin. I love you.
When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers. But that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
99 won the game. WZGX, Bessemer, the A-Tix Countdown is on. College football kicks off in one day.
The Blitz has been called.
And welcome back, everyone, to the afternoon Blitz here on the Tennessee Valley Blitz Sports Network. I am your host, the Bandi Man, a.k.a. Bailey Lowry, joined by Captain Cool, a.k.a. John Abraham.
What's up?
And our always reliable producer, Smoky Mike Honcho.
Note for future reference, might want to intro me first before Captain Cool showing on camera running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
It's always funny.
I saw him coming, though.
It was funny. It's funny.
I saw him coming, though, when I started.
You saw him coming, yes. Oh, by the way, real quick before we get to E-play-by-play, you can go to our sister station, 97.7 The Zone, and there's a big series going on this weekend in the world of the country hardball, as your old man likes to say. But we've got Braves and Mets going on, and that Sunday night match, or not Sunday night, because Sunday night is Padres-Dodgers. That's a sexy matchup right there. But
that is.
Braves and Mets Sunday right now is got DeGrom against the Mustache.
Oh, top tier.
Yep, but
Can't wait to see
anyway,
it.
Bandy Man, go right ahead.
Well, we got a little bit of news today, but I'm going to save that all for when the segment starts. Let's kick it off with the intro.
Time to catch up on esports with E-play-by-play with the Bandy Man.
Now, you all have been hearing me say the same stuff every week. Well, for this week anyway. Fighting Game World Championships are this weekend. Rocket League World Championships are this weekend. That's what you need to watch for this weekend. That's all I'm gonna say.
Busy weekend, though.
Yep, you know what to watch. I've been telling you all week. But we had a little bit of esports news drop during the break, actually, or a little bit in the last segment. But one of my personal favorite games, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, has now received rollback netcode on PS4 and Steam. So
Yay.
a brand new netcode has been implemented into the game. It's now going to be a lot better to play online. So if you had some qualms about getting into Persona 4 Arena, or you want to try a new game, now's the time.
Now, real quick, Bandy, what is netcode?
So netcode is how you play online, basically how the connection works between two players.
Okay.
So the typical fighting game netcode is delay based.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if one person maybe doesn't have the best connection, it's gonna freeze the game and try to catch the game up to the same points. That way, both players are now back in sync.
Okay.
Oh,
interesting.
But let's say you're in the middle of doing a combo, and it's a very technical combo, and the game freezes mid-combo because maybe your opponent just doesn't have the best connection, or they felt like getting a McDouble while they wanted to play. So, but
look at him with the jokes.
He's throwing in the quips.
Oh no,
I'm
man.
laughing.
Yeah, man. We got those people. We got the people on the very bad Wi-Fi. But what rollback does instead of freezing the game to catch people up, it actually predicts where you're going to be ahead of time by a fourth of a second.
Yeah, that brings us back to the conversation we had earlier this week about this whole story. And it was very interesting then, and it still is very interesting now. And isn't it difficult to implement rollback into a game that's already has a code?
Yeah, it's actually very difficult to implement because it's a lot harder to implement a prediction-based netcode into a game that already exists instead of implementing it from the ground up as it's being made.
Yeah.
Well, like Mortal Kombat 11 actually, not Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat X actually was one of the first ones to do it when Mortal Kombat X first came out. Its netcode was terrible. I'm talking about there were unblockables that were only online because the delay was that bad.
Jeez.
But when they came out with Mortal Kombat Extra Large or Mortal Kombat XL, they implemented rollback into the game and it improved it. If we're gonna say on a scale of 10 points, it improved it by 2.
Yeah.
It went from an 8 to a 10.
Yeah, and they had to come out with like a whole nother edition of the game to add in the rollback that they needed. So that shows you how difficult they can be.
They repackaged a whole update as a brand new game, but honestly, they gave you the DLC on top of it, so
There you go.
Not that big a deal.
Thanks.
But we're gonna move on from the esports news because I kind of want to bring my top 10 into this segment.
Ooh.
And Smokey, I want you in on this for sure. But these are the top. These are 10 superhero movies I have not seen yet.
Oh boy. peer pressure time.
Now, some of these are Marvel. I'm going to knock those out of the way first because there is significantly more DC on this list than Marvel.
Oh, boy.
So there's only 4 Marvel movies.
All right.
I have not seen Black Widow.
Black Widow. Haven't seen it either.
I've seen parts of it. I don't recommend.
You don't recommend it?
I don't recommend. You can skip past that.
I don't see, like, a solo film with Black Widow and, like, the backstory of Romanoff sounds interesting.
Smokey doesn't like Black Widow, though. That's the thing.
Are you kidding me? I love ScarJo. But and Florence Pugh does a good job, and Rachel Weisz is good, but it's just,
Yeah, it's just
It's just,
that's really it.
Plus, the hype for it was kind of like there, then it wasn't because of all the COVID stuff that was going down.
COVID affected that particular movie more than anything.
Yeah. Got pushed back like a year. I still didn't watch it.
I have not seen one of Marvel's latest movies. I have not seen Eternals.
No, neither have I.
I have caught Eternals.
Was it any good?
It was solid.
Okay.
Good 8 out of 10 right there, and the end credit scene sets something up for the future, as in the next big Thanos level baddie.
Yeah. So far,
okay.
2 films in, I haven't watched either of them. Bandy Man hasn't watched either of them. And you know what? Past the Spider-Man No Way Home, there's not a lot of movies that I've really watched.
I got some older ones on this list, kind of like this next one. I have not seen Captain Marvel.
It's another one. It's another one.
Oh,
Don't really need to.
This is a great story.
Now, is that a good laugh or?
Oh, this is a fantastic story. Captain Marvel. So, me and the wife started truly dating right before Captain Marvel came out.
Yeah.
And our first actual movie date was Captain Marvel.
Oh, that's
it
sweet.
Sucked.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
We were both very tempted to leave, and we both said after the movie, well, it's not going to get any worse from here.
Yeah, it really didn't leave an impact like the other Marvel movies have, and it being a prequel to pretty much all of the movies. It also
prequel only in time.
In time, yeah.
Oh,
that's what I was meaning, but
in the chronological aspect.
It is. What is it? The second? Yeah, it's the second movie you're gonna watch if you're watching in chronological order, because you're gonna watch Captain America first, and then you're gonna go on and watch Captain Marvel. And I didn't think it was too amazing. You learn about how Fury has the claw marks on his eyes and stuff like that, and I was like, that's so lame. And it left me with a bad taste in my mouth. Go on to the next one.
Y'all aren't gonna like me for this next one. I have not seen Iron Man 3.
I mean, it was okay. Better than the second one.
Well,
do you think it was better than the second one?
Hold on. Yeah, I do actually.
Try and remember exactly what happened.
No. I remember because I remember the main thing with Iron Man 3 was it was that movie after the first Avengers.
Yeah.
So it was like, what the hell is how are we gonna go on from New York?
Yeah.
Wait, so that was the first one after the first Avengers movie?
That was the first released movie after the Avengers.
Yeah.
And so that's where the biggest intrigue came about of it. And then they had a great villain set up, and yeah. When you found out that Ben Kingsley was just Trevor, that was a problem. Very this was more of the Mach 52 and the Iron Legion type stuff. So yeah, that you could skip it. I mean, it's not that bad.
I will say though that if you do watch it, it's pretty cool only because there is some references to Tennessee and to Chattanooga, because he does go into that little town. Tony Stark goes into the small town. Yeah.
I did see there was a Huntsville reference in Captain Marvel, but that doesn't make me want to sit through Brie Larson.
Well, the Huntsville reference is just NASA, basically.
Yeah, it's just kind of like every Huntsville reference.
Yeah.
But on to some of the next ones. The rest are either DC or I think this next one, there's one Sony. I have not seen Morbius.
Neither have I.
I haven't seen it either, but don't.
It's Morbin time.
I really want to give into the meme and just bite the bullet and see it.
Hold on. You want a perfect case in point of this? Morbius, Rotten Tomato.
It was pretty bad.
I will give you the Rotten Tomato score of this. The tomato meter has it at a 16.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, Sony, leave it to Marvel to make the movies, please.
The audience score is sitting at a 71.
Of course it is, because they memed it to death.
Yeah.
But, yeah, 16.
It's Morbin time.
All right, now to kind of get into the fun ones. I want to see this one. This is actually next on my to-watch list. Watchmen.
Okay.
I've not seen the original Watchmen movie.
Neither have I.
Ooh.
Neither have I.
It's a Snyder film. And so you're going to have some Snyder, like, it's a whole lot of Snyder. Like, you see how Batman versus Superman went. You see how Snyder did other things. Yeah, you're going to get that with Watchmen.
Okay.
But I will say, though, there is some very nice scenes in Watchmen that is very nice.
Yeah, for one, Dr. Manhattan looks sick.
Oh, yeah.
And my oldest brother, is a huge fan of the Watchmen series. Like, he collects for comics, so I've actually read some of them. And I really love the characters.
Yeah, the comics are amazing. I will say that.
Yeah, what is it? Rorschach. Rorschach is one of the coolest comic characters I've read about.
Well, we'll go on to the next one. Another movie I have yet to see it myself.
Oh, boy. I have not seen Shazam.
Oh, really?
Haven't seen it either.
I have not seen Shazam.
That one I highly recommend.
I know, because it seems like a really good kind of...
It's fun.
Yeah, like a fun movie.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, that's exactly what it is. It's a fun movie that doesn't really take itself too seriously, and Zachary Levi does well with Shazam, but when it gets serious, it really gets serious, man. And bringing in the Shazam family at the end is very well done.
Yeah.
And also, it's very nice to have Megan Good as one of the Shazam family. She's very nice.
And I definitely need to see it before Black Adam comes out.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget King of the Gods.
King of the Gods?
I don't even know what that is.
Shazam, King of the Gods.
Is that the second one?
Yeah, they got the preview out of it,
Oh,
too.
okay.
What?
All right. I didn't
I
know
hadn't
they were
seen
doing
that.
another one.
That came out at E3.
Huh.
Or not E3, but Comic-Con.
Oh.
I didn't know that. Okay. I
That
need
was
to check that
that
trailer.
was the DC rollout was Black Adam and Shazam.
I thought I heard about it, but I didn't know if it was actually a thing. But no, Shazam always reminded me a lot more of the Marvel style of how they make films instead of how DC's always like super serious, like Batman and Superman fighting all the time and super dramatic slow motion scenes and all that stuff. While Shazam is just like goofy, funny. I mean, it's a kid, as a superhero, but he looks like an adult.
Have you ever noticed the darker the tone, the Batman movie, the more eye black he has under his mask?
Yeah, that is very true.
Like in the The Batman with Robert Pattinson, it is like almost his entire under his eyes.
Batgirl was supposed to have that much eyeshadow as well, so I'm a little upset that it got canceled.
Hey, I like to call him Battinson. Like Batflick.
Robert Pattinson.
I like to call him the Bat Vampire.
Even though I gotta say, the Batman, fantastic.
Great movie.
Yes.
And
what number are we on, Seth?
We are on number 8.
Number 8 out of 10. Let's go.
Because these aren't in any order
Yeah.
of when I'm gonna watch them. But number 8, I've not seen Wonder Woman.
Don't.
The Gal Gadot one.
The first one?
Don't.
Yeah, the first one.
I think the first one's good. I haven't watched the second one. The first one, it's just a solid superhero movie. It doesn't really do anything special.
I mean, it's like this wonderful Amazonian woman. I mean, she's supposed to be strong. She's supposed to be the most powerful and all that. And the first man she meets, she gets with, and the man saves the day.
Obviously.
My wife cannot stand the Wonder Woman movies because it's like, oh, look at, like, you're supposed to be the most powerful, like, women on earth and be Amazons and all. And then the first dude you see, you decide to go mess around with. And then all of a sudden, he's the one that saves the day, not Wonder Woman.
Hey, they very much Disney princess that movie. I will say that much. The next.
And 1984, I would say Kristen Wiig was probably the best out of that movie.
Okay.
As Cheetah.
Yeah, I like the vibes of that one, though.
Kristen Wiig is Cheetah?
Yeah.
Cool.
See, I'm just imagining Injustice 2 Cheetah, and I cannot picture Kristen Wiig as that.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little bit different alteration, but, I mean, Kristen Wiig did a solid job as Cheetah.
Multiverses.
Yeah, but
she was not working with a good script.
I can understand that. I'm waiting for Vixen, though. Like kind of the counterpart to Cheetah.
Oh.
Was that her name, Vixen?
Cheetah. Let me look it up real quick. You go on to the next one, I'll tell you.
Okay. Yeah, these last two, Smokey, you're really going to hate me for. Number 9, I have not seen Man of Steel.
I don't hate you for it, but you better, actually, the one who should be more disappointed is the one to your right.
Yay. Henry Cavill.
Do you have the sounder?
I think they say
we've got it on the Zone computer where I can play it for Captain Cool's dad anytime I want to, but not on this computer.
They say one word a lot more than you'd think they would say, and it also correlates to the male appendage that is down there. But they say that a lot. I saw it was like a record-breaking amount, which I also need to look into that because I don't really care. But I'm already moving on from the Vixen thing.
Wait, I don't even know what we're on anymore.
I don't know where the hell he took us.
I'll tell you guys in a second.
But honestly, Man of Steel, I would highly recommend to watch. I don't blame you for not watching it, but out of the new age DC, that's your best movie.
Out of the new age, Man of Steel.
Your Henry Cavill Justice League setup.
Okay.
Those movies. Man of Steel's your best movie.
Okay, because the last Superman movie I remember seeing was Superman Returns. Like, was that the last Superman movie before Man of Steel?
Yes, with Brandon Routh and he who shall not be named is Lex Luthor.
Yep, I remember seeing that in theaters with my dad, and I was still young at the time, and I still remember it not being very good.
Yeah, it sucked. But no, this Man of Steel is actually pretty good, and General Zod, Fassbender, I believe, is the one that plays General Zod. Let me confirm that for you. But yeah, it really. Kal-El, they bring in a whole lot of the good stuff with Kal-El and the family. Russell Crowe does a hell of a job as Jor-El. And honestly, Diane Lane, she is always good at what she does. And pairing her with Kevin Costner as Martha and Jonathan Lane is well done.
Martha.
Oh, God.
Martha.
Does Bailey know about Martha?
Martha. Well, let's listen to his next one.
Let's. All right,
The last one, I have not seen the Snyder Cut.
Oh, okay. So you've seen Batman vs Superman, though.
Yes.
So he knows about Martha.
You know about Martha.
Martha, what did you say? Martha.
Why did you say that name?
Do you have a relative named Martha too?
That's how they could have easily just ended that fight.
Oh, Michael Shannon, not Fassbender. I'm sorry, I got that confused. But Michael Shannon is General Zod in Man of Steel. Hell of a job. But
I was just so unimpressed with the original Justice League. I don't know if a 3-hour version of it is going to fix it.
Oh, it's not 3 hour.
How long is it?
Oh.
Is it longer than 3 hours?
Yeah.
Oh.
Slow motion really adds up.
Oh, man. They put it into an 8-parter.
What? Wait, how long is each part?
It's a straight 8-parter, my friend. And the running time is 242 minutes.
Yeah.
4 hours and 2 minutes.
4 hours?
Yes. 4 hours of Snyder Cut.
It's like 3 bathroom breaks.
I had to deal with 4 hours
Well,
of
the way
Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Well, no. The way they set it up, though, it's 8 parts, as in it was going to be like an 8-part television series that HBO Max was going to put out.
Okay.
That's how they set it up, and it was honestly better than Justice League, most definitely. But it's like I said with Watchmen. It's still Snyder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of crap when you see a Zack Snyder movie. You see a lot of good too if it's the right, like Man of Steel. There's a good Snyder movie, but then you see, let's see, Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
There we go.
A little iffy.
You know what I gotta say though, Jesse Eisenberg is very underrated as Alexander Luthor, and I wish he'd actually do a little more roles with the Luthor name.
Yeah, whenever I see him nowadays, I always think it was a weird feeling I got when I saw him as Luthor, and I was always just like, it brings me back to 2013 whenever I see his face now, because when that movie came out, I was watching it with the Thom Abraham himself and my mom, and Yeah, that was the last superhero movie we watched.
I remember hearing his review of it.
It holds a place in my heart, honestly.
Wait, what did Tom have to say about it?
Oh, he craps all over it.
He hates all superhero movies. He's like, I want reality. I don't want this fiction.
Well, he'll go watch his Chicago Fire.
I know.
Chicago PD and Chicago Med.
And Flashpoint and New York Times.
I'm going to get my dad to sit down with me and watch another. I'm going to get him to watch a superhero movie because he's kind of the same way. I'm going to get him to watch Deadpool with me.
That's honestly the best intro.
Yeah. Honestly. Yeah. I'd laugh.
And I mean, I'd have to go with the first one because, I mean, the second one, it's. Would you consider 2 over 1, or
I'd consider 1 over 2.
I would say 1 over 2 would probably be best. Too.
I hadn't seen them in a while.
Two is it's a little it's funny and it has a lot of good little meme moments, but I think 1 just has the comedy. It's just stellar all the way through.
Right.
Yeah.
That whole monologue at the food, just talking about how messed up his face is.
Is your dad Bailey like a colossus?
He's kind of like Tom.
So yeah, he's like a colossus.
Yeah, he's like a colossus.
It's actually kind of scary how similar they are.
Ugh.
Oh, God. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. And you two are supposed to be getting an apartment together. Imagine having to deal with one coming in and then the next one coming in the day after and having to deal with the same person all throughout the time.
Jeez.
Hopefully nobody's listening. Well, I know you're the Italian, isn't?
Yeah, he's got better things to do.
It's like my dad is if Tom went to medical school.
True. It's true.
Anyway, Bailey, what else you got for us?
Well, I'm trying to. There's some other movies I've been thinking about maybe giving a potential shot, but I'm kind of thinking, what is a story that y'all would want to see turned into a movie, like from the comics, or if you had?
Oh, it got announced at Comic-Con.
Same, yeah.
Oh, it got announced.
What do you think? It's
Secret Wars.
Secret Wars, yeah.
Secret Wars.
So I don't think it's coming as a movie. Well, no, it is because they're doing a movie of it. And it's going to be rated R. And that is Marvel Zombies.
Oh.
I'm just so excited for that because I used to that comic used to gross me out back in it was like middle school, sixth grade. It might have been elementary school. Some kids brought it into school. The teachers aren't going to be looking at all this stuff. It's just a comic book, and I get a hold of it and I see the Wolverine and his blades going through his wrists and stuff like that. I'm just like, this is disgusting. And then I ate fish and chips at lunch, and all I was thinking about was the brains from the zombies. And I was just like, man, I don't want to see all my favorite superheroes die. But nowadays, I look back on it, I'm like, dude, first off, Spider-Man's like the main dude in that.
Yeah, his story is so sad.
Yeah, it gets crazy as well. If you guys read all throughout the Marvel Zombies comics, which I haven't even gotten all the way through, but I am very much looking forward to the movie, and I want to see how they're going to do it. And is it supposed to be live action?
As far as I know of, it's supposed to be animated.
Oh, it's going to be animated.
I'm pretty sure, but I mean, I can't fully confirm it right now.
Either
but
way.
We've got to take a quick commercial break and pay some bills before I pull out the DF3 and my Matt Ryan comparisons for other quarterbacks in the league.
Make sure you stay tuned for that.
Yeah, like let's see, we got a preppy Matt Ryan, we got a youthful Matt Ryan, we've got actually Matt Ryan, we've got a wannabe Matt Ryan, but just a little note before we go to break, though, that Captain Cool might like. The Judge with 42 home runs through 102 games, he's on the same pace as Barry Bonds in 01.
He's still on it? He's still on the pace of him?
Barry Bonds had 42 homers through 102
Okay.
games in 2001, which was the 73 year.
Okay, I saw a few other players that he was kind of close to. I forgot exactly their names, but I saw the list the other day, and he's fallen a little bit behind, but he's still going. And honestly, I don't think he's gonna hit it, but I think he's gonna get pretty dang close, and I hope he goes back next year.
This is the Bonds 73 year.
Well,
he's on pace with.
Well, he'll reach that one, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. You can't really say anything. It's sports. Anything can happen.
Anyway, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we get back, my Matt Ryan comparisons in the DF3. You're listening to the Afternoon Blitz.
The Blitz has been called.
Do you have discomfort in your legs? Varicose veins can affect not only how your legs look, but how they feel. Symptoms of varicose veins include pain, swelling, aching, heaviness, and fatigue. Dr. Tracy Lowry of Best Vein Care of Huntsville can diagnose and treat your varicose veins with the latest minimally invasive techniques. Diagnosis and treatment is covered by most insurances. Call 256-715-7151 to schedule your free screening. Go to bestveincarehuntsville.com.
Tom Abraham here for my friend Brian Hamaker and his team at North Alabama Mortgage. Look, buying a home is the biggest purchase you will make in your life, and it can be a bit intimidating, so you want people that can help walk you through the mortgage process and get you the best deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does, and they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida, from first-time purchases to refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
This is Wes Neighbors with Philip with Eagle Insulation, and we have an announcement to make.
Yes, Wes, we are now Eagle Masonry and Insulation. Still a place to call for your installation needs, but now we offer masonry services.
What kind of masonry projects can you handle?
Wes, no job is too big, no job is too small. We can do renovations, new construction, outdoor fireplaces, fire pits, brick landscape borders.
Well, when you came out to my house, you did both the insulation and masonry at the same time. You guys did rock for me, you did brick for me, and you insulated my house. That's usually done at the same time that you're building a house.
Absolutely. It really capitalizes on two services you need at the same time, and you can get one company to handle both of those.
Philip with Eagle Insulation will come out, do your installation. He'll do your masonry. They do a great job. They guarantee your work. Check out more online at insulatedwitheagle.com. and schedule your free examination today. 256-755-1556.
Thanks, Wes.
Final segment of the week right here on the Afternoon Blitz. On the Blitz Sports Radio.
Thank you.
I actually did that time.
Thank you for having the song in.
I told you guys I put it in.
I very much appreciate it.
I asked you two what particular song you wanted in the said rotator, and both of you were like, Roundabout. Which kind of surprised me a little bit. But
I bet it did. It's a very random song, but it's awesome.
And Yorkie, 90s music, 90s rock will be more into the rotator. I am just piece by piece putting more and more songs into the rotator. But at first we wanted a little bit of Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack feel with a little bit of new age rock let's see. What was it exactly? Pop. Pop too. Some Bruno Mars, man.
Yeah.
I gotta put the Bruno in.
You should.
That's the one. I got some Bruno and I got some Weeknd I gotta put in too.
I agree. They're kind of similar in personality, I would think.
That's actually one thing that the wife and I have talked about. We're gonna go see Weird Al in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And Weird Al being in town. The only one that we would go see in concert right now, and granted he's doing Vegas, is Bruno. We would love, Bruno Mars is our top concert, and mine actually more so than her, because Bruno would put on a hell of a show. I mean, you see how he saved Super Bowl halftimes before.
Yeah. No, he's a show.
Anyway, boys, it's the final segment, which means one thing and one thing only.
Ladies and gentlemen, the DF3.
Well, this is going to be UFC picks, so this one is going to be, I'm picking the opponents who are going to be real big trouble for their, that was real hot right there. Hot, hot, hot. No, thank you. Anyway, so we are going straight into the UFC pay-per-view that is going on tomorrow night. That would be, I believe it's 220, 260, hold on.
You guys are the main dudes when it comes to the UFC stuff, all right? You like the big old fighting matches and people throwing fists, all that whatnot.
What?
And the music just cuts off.
What the hell?
I do it. I just do it, I can.
I mean, I do enjoy me a fight.
Thank you, Bailey. Thank you.
We have Santos versus Hill UFC fight night going on right now, or going on tomorrow night, and then there will be Dana White's Contender Series, which is actually the ESPN version of the Ultimate Fighter, coming up later on this week. But anyway, first one I got on the list for the DF3 for UFC is one Terrence McKinney, who is squaring off against Eric Gonzalez. His fights don't last long, and round one victories are huge. Huge, as in like an extra 30 points bonus if they finish off their opponent in round one. And McKinney's 3 bouts that he's had in the UFC have never made it out of the first round. So high risk, high reward of getting, but I mean, first round knockout, you're looking at 112 points on average.
I mean, the guy's an animal. I mean, he's minus 1,000 favorite too.
Yeah, that's another thing. Not out of the first, no fight out of the first round, and then he's a minus 1,000 favorite. Yeah, give me him most definitely. He'll be raking in over 110 points. Next one is going up against Thiago Santos.
Stelio
Santos.
There you go.
Stelio Santos.
He just comes and keeps killing. That's what he does.
Love American Dad.
Who you got in this one?
Jamal Hill going up against Santos. So Hill versus Santos. I'm taking Hill in the main event.
Yeah.
And Hill's looking to win fight number 3 straight. He's got the height advantage.
Yeah.
He's got a 3-inch reach advantage. 3 of his last 4 fights have been won by TKO, which knockout bonus is huge as well. That's another like 10, 15 points. So I would say, yeah, and he's also got a 60% takedown defense. So I would say Jamal Hill would be one of those. And then last but not least, Corey McKenna, as McKenna's going to be rebounding from her first career loss in a fight against Elise Reed. So I think she's going to have a bounce back and take over on that one. So that is my DF3 for this particular weekend.
Good picks. Good picks.
I like it.
Now, let's see what we got here.
Let's see what he's going to do.
Hold on. We're going to just do that right there because I'm going to need like another minute or so. So we're just going to change that.
I don't know if we have another minute.
Oh, you know,
we got a little
this is
bit
the
of time.
advantage of being a producer is you can change some hard times.
Flipping things
and all
up.
that. You can be like, okay, yeah, let's see. Are you going to actually? Yep, you're going.
Yeah, just
don't
a
give me red.
little bit longer, guys, and then you can leave. All
A
right?
little bit longer.
Just stick with us for now, and we'll send you on with a happy weekend. All right.
Well, I mean, I just wanted to make sure on that because I didn't need to freaking. All right. Anyway.
Let's do it. Top 10.
This ain't a top 10. This is quarterbacks that I would compare to Matt Ryan.
Let's go.
Well, not compare to Matt Ryan, but the types of Matt Ryan as NFL quarterbacks. Let's start out with our youthful Matt Ryan. Herbert.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert is your youthful Matt Ryan.
I see it.
Fun Matt Ryan. Like, you know, the one, like Matt Ryan, granted, he's Matty Ice and all that, but you don't see him go out and have fun. Like, he's not really a public dude and all that. But you know who's a fun Matt Ryan?
Who's a fun
Tom Brady's a fun Matt Ryan.
Well, from recent things, yeah, Tom Brady's pretty fun. If you
Tom Brady is a straight up Florida man.
Super Bowl parties, wildin'. All right,
I would like to party with Tom Brady.
That'd be fun.
Oh, 100%.
The wannabe Matt Ryan, Ryan Tannehill.
I don't know why you'd want to be Matt Ryan.
Hey, man, I would want to be a former NFL MVP that's actually on a team with a fantastic running back and a stellar offensive line.
Matt Ryan's not bad. Okay, he's been on a bad team. Now he's not.
I mean, I was kind of referring to the hair, honestly.
Oh, the hair,
or lack thereof.
He does have a normal man haircut, all right. He's a little older now.
We've got actually Matt Ryan.
Whoa, didn't see that one coming.
We've got preppy Matt Ryan, Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I totally see that.
The Duke star, or the former Duke Blue Devil, as well as the New York Giants starting quarterback. Yeah,
man's got speed on his side.
Cougar hunter Matt Ryan.
Who could it be?
Speaking of the New York market, Zach Wilson is your Cougar hunter if he was in the Matt Ryan variety.
Oh my God.
Oh jeez.
And last but not least, the Northern California Matt Ryan. There was only one quarterback that has been that has came from Northern California in college. That was one who went to Berkeley.
I'm waiting.
Have you heard about Berkeley and the weird stuff they do over there? Like,
No.
that is, you see how Bill Walton announces basketball games?
Yeah.
Just imagine that times 10, and that's Berkeley's atmosphere.
Okay.
A lot of hippie.
A lot of hippie.
A lot of hippie.
Aaron Rodgers would be good over there.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
the reason why he's the North Carolina. North.
Big did. Let's go.
And hey,
North Cali,
He got me there. He got me there. That's funny.
Hey, we actually got a 30 for 30 coming out about Bill Walton here pretty soon.
Oh, that's going to be fun. I
gonna be
mean, Walton, I just want to know how much he smokes. You know he smokes.
Oh, of course.
Or he probably does that tea that Aaron Rodgers has, too. He
Yeah.
drinks some of that tea.
That's some weird stuff from Wakanda.
Yeah, Wakanda forever. Anyway, fun week, boys.
Yeah, I
Week
had a
number
great
2
time.
down. We got week number 3 coming up. We'll be back in, let's see, 20, 40, 70 hours.
I should have said it because it was on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not good at math, so I don't like to throw it out there.
So we'll be back in 70 hours on Monday, and so you guys have yourself a wonderful weekend.
You too.
And you guys have been listening to the Afternoon Blitz right here on the Blitz Sports Radio. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Are you tired of chasing a roofing contractor to show up on